I just sold this today. It's the 1991 Marvel cards. Someone's gonna pick this up. I have two of this, so I'm keeping one for myself. Right here we have Spider-Man, Daredevil, Thing, Marvel Girl, Phoenix, Submariner, Mr. Fantastic, Iceman, Shadowcat. This is the base set, 162 cards. And if you look at the back, this is super cool because on the back it tells you all kinds of superhero attributes like their strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability, intelligence, 1 to 7, 7 being the highest, 0 being the lowest. And here you go. It also tells you their group affiliation, first appearance, height and weight, and a story about them right here. For example, it says, ouch, during a nuclear experiment at a high school science fair, honor student Peter Parker was bitten by an accidentally irradiated spider. From the momentary pinch of pain, he gained incredible spider-like powers. Now, whether he's swinging his way through the city of a webbed line of his little namesake, of acrobatically arresting the world's wildest assortment of arch-villains, there's no mistaking that wonderfully witty wall crawler, the one and only Spider-Man. And it also has a did you know feature. Peter's parents, Richard and Mary Parker, were U.S. government agents killed by the villainous Red Skull. It's nice, man. There's a lot of superheroes here. We have Iron Man here. Wow. The Punisher, Cable, Gambit, Psylocke, Deathlock. Right here we have more stuff. A Quicksilver. Adam Warlock. We got some X-Men stuff here, characters like, X-Men superheroes. Jubilee, we got the Bees. Also have She-Hulk here. Wolverine. Also have Thor here. Thor. Wow. We have Thor. Venom. Galactus. We got Magneto here. Kingpin. More stuff here. We got Tannis here. We got the versus cards here. Right here, Spider-Man versus Venom. These are really, really cool features. Spider-Man versus Hobgoblin. Avengers versus King. Wolverine versus Sabretooth. These are super cool. And it has a story behind it. If Spider-Man versus Venom, their first encounter, and I think it tells you the first encounter on the comic books. There's a story. It says, acquiring on a distant planet a black and white custom with shape-changing ability. Spider-Man later discovered that this custom was a living thing, an alien symbiote was trying to attach itself to him permanently. The web slinger was barely able to fight creature off. Critically injured, this symbiote merged with Eddie Brock, a reporter who shared his extreme hatred of Spider-Man. The two dubbed themselves Venom, possessing all of Spider-Man's powers and even greater strength. Venom never ceases trying to gain revenge on him, and with his spider sense unable to detect his two part tormentor. Spider-Man knows his life is always in danger. Punisher versus Kingpin. Spider-Man versus Doctor Octopus. Daredevil versus Bullseye. Wolverine versus Hulk. They made a cartoon movie on this one. Wolverine versus Hulk, I believe. Thing versus Hulk. Doctor Strange versus Baron Mordo. Avengers versus Ultron. Captain America versus Red Skull. Silver Surfer versus Thanos. Those who are comic fanatics knows about this on the comic book. This is one of my favorite comic card collections that I have. Oh, Daredevil versus Kingpin. Thor versus Loki. We got Fantastic Four versus Doctor Doom. X-Men versus Magneto. These are cool. I like the fact that it tells you their first encounter and appearance. I think that's the comic book that they're talking about and the stories behind it. So if you're not familiar with it, you can just look at the back of the cards and find that out. Right here we have like things about their special weapon, like Thor's hammer, and we have Infinity Gauntlet here, Iron Man's armor, and on the back it has a story behind it. Let's look at Thor's hammer, what it says here. For example, Thor's hammer. Proper name, the length and work, the size of it, the weight, composition, story, the information about it. The guardian god Odin has conferred several enchantments on the hammer, including hammer user worthiness. Only one who is worthy can be one hammer. User is able to summon and use forces of nature. Interdimensional travel light. Nice, man. And Spider-Man's webs shooters. Web shooters mimic natural ability spiders to spin webs of fine, strong material using miniature turbine. Various nozzles, the shooters can release a stream of fluid, a coarse short range net, and a fine long range web. The web fluid is stored under pressure and released by an electric trigger. When exposed to air, the fluid dries to nylon-like material and will dissolve within 2 hours. Got more here. This is super. This has got to be one of the best comic cards that they made. And then we got some more rookies. The teams. And it usually tells you about what the physical abilities, how they measure it. For example, agility. 1 is below normal. Number 2, athlete, peak human, enhanced human, superhuman, metahuman. There's the durability. There's the strength too. And of course, we have the checklist here. 1991 Marvel Comics base set 1/162. This is by Impel. Here we can see the Impel sign. Let's see if we can see it right here. Yeah, it says right here, Impel. 1991. Made by Impel.